Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We won last run. Let's random. I'm scared. Last run was also a landmark for a couple of other reasons. Well, one big other reason. We also got 4th level Bandage Girl spoilers. I'd encourage you to go back and watch that one. It was a lot of fun, but also a little scary from time to time. L6DD Q6HT Blue Baby. Look. Might as well put the poop down so we have the maximum chance to get 1 penny. Get hyped. The game has not been, you know, this is my second run recording since coming back from holidays here, so I'm a little rusty still. In a weird way, I kind of think Maggie's faith as, well, we might as well, right? I kind of think Maggie's faith as Blue Baby is kind of good because we're basically guaranteed to get 1 spirit heart per floor, or we're dead. Like literally, we would be dead if we didn't collect on that spirit heart deal. So, well, that's not very good. That's much worse. So I think it's actually like a fairly okay pickup. But we gotta actually, you know, make good on it. The game has not been that kind to me since coming back. An Eve run, you know, it went relatively well after a long period of not being able to do our Whore of Babylon thing. But, oh, snap. Not the spiders. Oh, this is not good. I gotta concentrate here momentarily. I'd like to kill that spider, perhaps, in the process. Get away from me, you fucking bombs. Give me some kind of HP upgrade here and don't make me fight the Haunt. Okay, the tarot cards could be good. Blue Baby, I love Blue Baby, don't get me wrong, but it's a test, you know? Hanged Man is fine here. I'm gonna try it out right now. Oh. Game, you're my angel, you're my darling angel. Where am I gonna use my bomb? Honestly, you know, this might seem a little bit cowardish, but I was intending to not go fight any more rooms until I got Are You a Wizard taken care of, just due to time. And apparently, we have not been to this room, so Are You a Wizard is gonna be a little bit of an impediment here, but that's okay. I'm just gonna, we gotta be getting Are You a Wizard gone in a second here. We've been given a golden gift of life, basically. If we did not get that Balls of Steel pill, I would be shitting my pants right now. Really, that was just incredibly good luck. Mind you, we had incredibly bad luck to spawn on that terrible room anyway, but it was a little risky there. It's bad gas. We're learning an awful lot about the pills in our rotation right now. And now I kind of wish we had a bottle of pills right now instead of the tarot cards. But I will regret saying that if we get some kind of amazing tarot cards that could really help us out. For now, though, let's just be happy with where we're at. There's our boss fight. Even if it is the Haunt, we... and, you know, I'm not part of that cult that thinks, oh, the Haunt is so tricky. It's the hardest boss in the game. That being said... you know, I could easily take 1 full heart of damage on the Haunt. I think a lot of people could. We're fighting Famine anyway. It's actually Blue Famine, which is great for us. I was checking to see if that pill was explosive diarrhea. That's why I popped it down right in the middle there, just in case. But health upgrade is probably better. In 99% of circumstances, it would be definitely better, but it's probably better because, you know, explosive diarrhea might have killed Famine without me taking any damage. Whereas here, I took half a Spirit Heart, but I also got a full Spirit Heart, so I'd have to get hit twice more, which is probably unlikely. And hey, maybe this will be, you know, first level Cube of Meat, and we'll be able to get our Meat Boy stuff going on here. That would be great if we get, no, okay. Still, I would love to have a 4th level Bandage Girl, and I like having an Orbital. We have been to our item room, we've not been to our shop. We're not gonna go to our shop in all likelihood. But this is okay. This is a good start from, you know, a fairly terrible situation into a relatively good one. I'm pretty happy about this now. Extra key. We'll save that for our item room on the next floor. And yeah, you know, it's been a little bit of a slow first floor, but we're picking up the pace just a little bit here probably now, and I could maybe consider talking about boss rush, but let's just worry about our deal with the devil on this floor first. Don't love Cellar 2. Our odds of fighting the Haunt are a little bit higher now. You know, it would be dishonest for me to say I don't fear the Haunt a little bit. We should still be fine, but he is the most difficult boss for me. Picked up the Hanged Man, which is another, you know, fairly good card. It was great for us last time. Might have even saved our run. We also have the Tower, which is substantially worse, in my opinion. And we started to collect on these Eternal Hearts from Maggie's Faith, which means that starting on next floor, we'll be able to get that 1 Spirit Heart. Oh, that was terrible. That 1 Spirit Heart per floor, and there goes that 1 Spirit Heart per floor because we got hit by the Champion's bullets when he died. That's alright. That's hard mode in a nutshell, and to be honest with you, we're lucky to be where we are right now. So I'll use Hangman here. I liked the idea of this, even if it didn't necessarily work out for us. I don't feel bad about it. I don't love the idea of fighting the spider. That being said, the spiders are fairly easy to exploit if you can just get the orbital to actually work out in your favor. I hate the champion versions of these enemies. Especially the ones that become ooze are just the most annoying shit in the whole world. You spawn spiders. It takes me like 6 hits to kill each spider because I'm doing no damage right now. There we go. That explosion actually helped me out a great deal. Thanks for betraying your countrymen. I appreciate it a great deal, you fucking Benedict Arnold. Infestation is not very good, but that doesn't mean it's very bad. Ooh, that's a full Spirit Heart right here. There's no reason not to take it necessarily. That's what gets me about Eternal Hearts. It's like 1 Eternal Heart is great. 2 Eternal Hearts is just as good as 1 Eternal Heart. It's very, very slightly better. I'll give you that. This is awesome. I will definitely use 2 bombs for this. I know there's a Tinted Rock down there. I can't get them all at the same time, though. Hopefully the pots just give me exactly what they did, which is a lot of money to possibly make our shop worthwhile. And I can pick up another bomb, maybe, one way or the other, and we'll be in the position to get that Tinted Rock. Where our HP is relatively good, I'd love to just get some extra damage via the small rocks. We're fighting Pin. Pin's pretty easy, and, you know, I'd say we got a very easy draw here when it comes to, you know, if we're going to fight double Cellar bosses, this is kind of what you want. You want to be fighting Pin, you want to be fighting something as easy as Famine, especially Blue Famine as Blue Baby is like a huge get for us. I am playing a little bit looser than you probably should right now, trying to get as many, Toothpicks is okay. Trying to get as many orbital hits in as I can, and this is pretty much a no-brainer. 3 Spirit Hearts for 3 Black Hearts, and you get the damage bonus from Ceremonial Robes. The shovel, I think I'm just going to head down to the next floor, and we'll handle our money situation then. I'd like to keep the idea of boss rush in my head here, but, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the shovel, you know, people overrate it slightly, I think. I don't think anybody thinks it's great, but people are like, you can get a black market through it, and, you know, that is literally true. You can also win the lottery. You can win the lottery. It's just not very likely. You can be struck by lightning tomorrow. You could, I guess, in that case. But anyway, that's kind of how I feel about the shovel. We have kind of a guaranteed thing going here with our spacebar item, the deck of cards, and that's been doing wonders for us thus far. Check out our shop. Give it some credit. Pandora's box. It's like always worthwhile, I think, but let's check out our item room first, and then if we get the cash, we'll come back for Pandora's box. Ah, okay, I'm very glad about this. I love Ludovico technique. I know not everybody shares my enthusiasm for it. I like it a lot, though. There are some items that just straight up break it, so we'll be keeping an eye out for those. But there's some items that give it wonderful synergies, like Brimstone. As if you needed another reason to pick up Brimstone, but hey. So I like this a lot. And I'm very glad that we used our key there. It's amazing to think about how differently this run... Let's assume we don't get any more keys on this floor. It's amazing to think about how differently this run could go if we had chosen to just buy Pandora's box instead. This way we'll probably be able to get both. I hope. I hope we get the... Nope. I mean, it's not a really good joke. Nor am I a very good singer, so I should probably just stay away from that in the future. Alright, there's our other key, so we would have been able to go to the shop. Let's go fight our boss. Again, Chad is actually... It's an item, Little Chad I should say, is an item that I had no respect for in vanilla at all, basically. Very, very occasionally was a major player on a run, or a minor player on a run. But in Rebirth, because of Dark Bum... Well, I mean, we're going to take it anyway. But because of Dark Bum, it actually becomes substantially more useful. Even as Blue Baby. Before, Blue Baby plus Chub was worthless. Plus Chad, sorry, was worthless. Now, Blue Baby plus Chad is usually worthless, but could also be incredible. So we're going to check for some secret rooms. Never place 2 bombs at the same time like I did. It usually just leads to you wasting a bomb. If you find a secret room, or 50% of the time it leads to you wasting a bomb anyway. Truth be told, I'm not overly concerned about not being able to get to that, you know, 15-cent threshold, because I'm pretty sure it's on second floors where it ends up being worthwhile. Pandora's box, that is. And I'm not... that wasn't necessarily worth it. We could use Emperor, but I think, you know, one Spirit Heart, or half a Spirit Heart, is worth less than the Emperor in the late game. Anyway. Let's just see what we get here. Maybe I was hoping maybe a live bomb. And I'm not going to get rid of our tarot cards to take Pandora's box down for one more floor. That's just not going to happen, so... I'm not overly concerned about the way that we're choosing to handle this situation right now. That is awesome. So now we'll definitely buy Pandora's box because, oh man, that's, I mean, not really that effective, but hey. If the worst case scenario is that we get Spirit Hearts, which are lovely, or money, which would recuperate our investment. The best case scenario is maybe a couple of boss room items or something. I can't necessarily remember the exact payout for it, but we'll see. Pandora's box. It gave us Super Bandage, which I've never seen before. We must have just unlocked that as a result of being lucky enough to have gotten our 4th level Bandage Girl last time. And that gave us 2 Spirit Hearts for 15 cents, which is actually like a terrible deal, even though at first it seemed great. But what is great about it is the fact that we got another item that takes us a little bit closer to becoming the real Platinum God. Also, we got Spirit Hearts out of it, which is pretty solid. Probably not worth it. We're doing damage, but it's not absurd damage yet. We can afford to not be super diligent when it comes to things that are not likely to pay out, though. So, you know, Ludovico means shot speed becomes more prized. I'm noticing that pretty quickly here. I mean, I already realized that because this is an item I take every time it shows up, much to some people's chagrin. Best thing to do with these guys is, you know, definitely don't dodge right into them, like I almost did right there, but hey, you know, that's necessity's the mother of invention. That's a phrase that I've heard before that maybe has some relevance here, but probably not. Let's pop this bad boy down. Spirit Hearts, no, but 5 bombs, which seems like a really, really good trade considering it only cost us 1 bomb to do it. Alright. Good. Good, good, good. The Sun. I'll use it. The Sun card is unfortunately not as strong on Blue Baby as it is on other characters because you lose full health. Well, you don't lose full health, you just don't have the ability to gain full health. But basically you use it as like a where's the secret room kind of card. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That secret room allowed us to get 1 bomb for 2 bombs, which is not a wonderful trade considering what we just got out of that stone chest, but I'll live with it. Hey, if every investment you made in your life doubled with your principal, you'd probably be a very happy individual, you know? It's like that old adage, your parents would be like, hey, how about we give you, you know, 1 cent per day today, instead of like a $50 allowance, we'll give you 1 cent per day today, and then 2 cents per day next week, and then, you know, we'll just keep doubling it forever. Which actually, people are always like, well, you'd be much better off taking the... Well, let's see what this is first. The Devil. Alright, we'll probably take that into our boss fight. Like, you'd be much better off. If your parents ever offer you that deal, you should take the doubling. Because in like a year, they'll be having to pay you like $1 million a week. But the joke's on you, because mom and dad are pretty shrewd. They would just declare bankruptcy, and then you'd end up having all these weeks where you had like 1 cent, you know? Oh my god, Holy Mantle again. We are extremely lucky. You know, mom and dad, they've been around the block a few times, maybe. Not in that, you know, that kind of way, but, or maybe in that kind of way, I don't know. Again, what happens between a man, a woman, and any other men, women, or, you know, anything else in the privacy of their own bedroom, it's their business as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Hierophant. It's wonderful. I mean, Mom's Purse with Maggie's Faith seems pretty good, but I have a little bit of a bias towards the 9-volt, I guess. So we're just popping the Hierophant. It's not the most effective use of it right now, but it does allow us to carry another card with us, and we'll take the Devil, which has been hypothesized by some people to give you a deal with the Devil if you carry it in, because it has the same effect as the Book of Belial card. I don't know if this is true. A lot of people express some skepticism, but I've had one person tell me, they said, I tested it, and I took the deal with the Devil in, or I took the Devil card in, and I got a deal with the Devil card every time. Now, I don't know if this is true. If so, we might just keep it in our inventory rather than using it. But I'm going to pop it, because I can't be trusted. Maybe I won't, actually. You know, we're fighting the Hollow. We don't need to use the Devil card here. Mind you, it does keep us from carrying the Moon card down, but kinda so what? We'll take a speed upgrade. I don't think this proves anything. It's just one sample size here. And honestly, you know, Brother Bobby's not very good, but we're going to get another Spirit Heart on the next floor anyway, and we got 2 Black Hearts for just going into the room, so I think it's okay. Alright, Necropolis XL. Guess we can give up our dreams of a 4th level Bandage Girl this time. Oh, please just die. Oh, Holy Mantle, I love you. I forgot we had you. Okay, now... this floor should not be that bad, honestly. At first I was like, oh, this is a bit tricky, Necropolis XL, but really the only thing we're missing that would really make it substantially safer for us, we already have Holy Mantle, so what am I going to say, you know? But the only thing that would make it substantially better for us is the ability to fly. With the ability to fly, a lot of these rooms we could avoid the real hazards. That's Mom's Eye, which I don't know how that works with Ludovico technique. Maybe sometimes when we move it, it'll spawn like a weird orbital tier or something like that, or maybe it just doesn't work at all. That would be unfortunate, but to be honest with you, it's not like we're missing out on a huge upside. Mom's Eye is actually a pretty bad item, in my opinion. There are some situations like Brimstone Anti-Grav makes Mom's Eye work all the time. It's like Loki's horns, you know? Looks cool, but not really that actually useful most of the time. Oh well, not a big deal. We only spent a key on it. And we're totally fine here. I think this is almost... you know, I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but this is looking like fairly close to a guaranteed win. Now, you might not love that 2 of Diamonds play. I don't love that 2 of Diamonds play. Why hold on to the Devil card? We're so far away from our bosses. That might have cost me the chance to get something from our shop here, and, you know, I'll forgive myself for it, but it is kind of silly. Where you at, dog? Boss rush is definitely a possibility here. We're only at 14 minutes and we're already on the final floor. We got 2 bosses to deal with and probably a very large floor, but we've already found one of the item rooms. If I found the second one, I would feel totally fine skipping our shop to get into the boss rush room. And with Ludovico technique, there's a few items that are really, really nice. There's a few items that are god-awful, so be careful about those. Sure, I would say that was worth it. There's our shop. You know, we will go to it because there's a relatively good chance that we fight greed and just get some money out of it in the process, but, you know, I'm disappointed with myself for popping that 2 of Diamonds in a period in which popping that 2 of Diamonds was not necessarily sensical. And I know people are going to be mad at this run because it's looking solid. And I know there's a lot of people who are very supportive as well. You know, the streak. It's no Cobalt streak, but it's a start. Yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping for, actually. But, a lot of people are going to be mad I got a Holy Mantle twice. No one is madder that I got a Holy Mantle on these non-lost runs than myself. I'll tell you that much. But if we were on a lost run, you know, we would have died well before we got Holy Mantle, in all likelihood. Although we'd have the ability to fly, so maybe I wouldn't have been hit. I don't know. It seems a little bit of wishful thinking there, but there might be some truth in that. At this point, it kind of seems like the golden poop is not necessarily the most important attribute that we could get here. Yeah, it's like 6 cents or something like that. Maybe in the future, who knows. I don't want to waste any more bombs looking for Spirit Hearts. We're only 1 Spirit Heart away from our cap, which actually means that we're at our cap. We just need to wait for our investment to mature in our Eternal Heart here to the next floor. Don't jump. Don't jump. You're fine. Don't jump. Alright, you're dead. You're gonna be dead at some point in the near future. Thank you. Oh no. I was hoping we wouldn't see this, but our floor is kind of looped around here. 16 minutes. Probably faster to go through these 2 rooms than it is to actually just walk around them. Maybe. Oh, and there was another, yeah, it was much faster to do things this way because this was the right way to go. Hopefully we get to deal with the devil as well. But first, the adversary. Annoying, but actually not quite so bad with Ludovico technique because we can make sure that we're doing damage to the adversary at all times. And all we need to do is keep pressing WASD in kind of a semi-random fashion here in order to keep ourselves safe. And if possible, I would love to, you know, do an aggressive dodge in such a way that I could kill these spiders as well with the orbital, but we can just take them out in that situation as well. It's actually going to be a fairly easy fight. I'm very pleased with this. I never really thought about enemies that Ludovico technique was better against, but This is one of them, and normally it's like the enemies that are stationary, I guess, are easier. But hey, there's a HP upgrade and the Lover's card. Lover's card worthless unless we get Dark Bum, but the Devil card could be important here. Let's check out our timing. 17 minutes. Ludovico technique I don't think is particularly strong against Mom, but that shouldn't stop us. And again, you might be saying, why aren't you using the Devil card? And the answer to that question is because I'm still somewhat foolishly perhaps trying to test the idea that the Devil card, if you hold it after you beat the boss fight, gives you a guaranteed deal with the Devil. Obviously, it didn't work on the Depths 1 boss because we just fought them on an XL floor. Alright, I think we've taken some dumb damage. I think, honestly, maybe the best way to handle this with a slow shot speed and Ludovico technique is just keep your tier at, like, the same spot and don't move it around and just hope that you get pop-ups in that area. But doesn't seem to be working out all that often. Again, this is going to be a little bit of a slower Mom fight. That doesn't mean we're weak. We're actually pretty strong here. Just a little bit unusual. Alright, my new strategy has failed me. Infestation, get some flies in there, do some damage. We got a minute left. That's tons of time. Enough time to go to our deal with the Devil if we're lucky enough to get one. That was not a smart play on my part. We do get a deal with the Devil. I'm going to go chest this time because we went Dark Room last time. Remember, you go into the chest. Okay, Spirit Hearts, some pills, bad gas, range down, the Devil card. Well, the Devil card has worked out for us. So, normally I probably would take nothing here, but Gimpy's pretty good, and Shielded Tears plus Ludovico strikes me as possibly just like an incredible combination. Now, I actually think that I'm gonna forsake my earlier play, and I'm gonna use the Devil on this room because we have so much more opportunity to do so. So we should be doing a lot more damage now. Hopefully we just get a deal with the Devil on the next floor anyway. Now, Carrion Queen is the one you gotta watch out for. Get it killed as soon as is humanly possible. Why do I love this? I love this because if I fight like Mom's Heart and I just put Shielded Tear over the heart, none of the bullets should hit me. I also love it because we'll be getting one more item at the end of it. I would still love the ability to fly. We're gonna probably lose a little bit of health here. That's just, you know, it's just the name of the game right now. As you can see, we're not doing what I would consider to be an incredible amount of damage to these enemies, but I do love the idea of this synergy at least, if not the actual practical application of it. You're not dead yet, huh? Well, that doesn't bode well. I mean, Peep is not that tanky relative to some of the assholes we're gonna face soon. Blast Assist is in the same boat, at least. But it's not like we're gonna get much stronger by the time that the real heavy hitters come out here. I swear to God, wouldn't it be the most fitting way for me to put myself behind the 8-ball on the quote-unquote streak is if I, you know, did boss rush for no reason just to be like, hey, this will be fun. What a cool synergy. Oh, wait, it's worthless. But no, you can see, like, if there's enemies that fire bullets, we take them out very, very simply. Like, look at that. Yeah, Loki can't even hit us. And, of course, you know, with Ludovico technique, if he ever spawns enemies, they get screwed very quickly. These are the enemies that we should be weakest against, but they're also incredibly low on HP. 8 bombs, so we're not going to be doing anything special there. Where's my little Steven at? Did I already kill him? It's a sad story. For sale, little Steven, never worn. Seriously, though, you're a little quick for me. I had to head you off at the pass there. Let's try it again, and you are so nearly dead. Alright, these guys should be very easy. We do have, in a weird way, we've got Penetrative Tears. And I'm not too worried. Maybe I oversold our danger situation, the danger factor involved in this run. But I'm not too worried about being on low HP because, you know, we don't have the Wafer, but a Holy Mantle is a little similar in that, you know, you can be a little lower on HP than you'd normally be comfortable with and still make your run work. Where's my last fistula part there? It's going to be a little bit of a slower boss, but I can get that overlay off. Sorry, I always forget. Got Monstro 1 and Little Chad. Well, regular size version of Chad. Both of these enemies strike me as exceptionally easy fodder here. I would love to get a higher actual tier damage, because we're not rolling in damage right now. What did I get hit by there? That's embarrassing. Again, Gertie can pretty much offer nothing here. We'll just stand over here. I'm amazed that the AI on Chubb is actually good enough to hunt me down. And we'll just keep that tier there for now. I've learned my lesson, by the way. Let's take out these nubs. That's how I lost that Lost run. I ended up respawning as Judas, thanks to Judas's shadow. Not that that was bad, because that, you know, silly decision kept the streak going, but still. Good stuff. Yeah, I was just assuming they'd still be alive down there. Monstro 2. This is where things get a little annoying. We got Monstro 2, Little Gish. These enemies can hit us from across the map. A crop? I never thought about that. I guess shielded tiers allow you to blow up bombs that get fired by enemies as well, like Pestilence and stuff like that. Sloth. That's actually pretty solid. If only we could get a little bit more tier damage, so I wasn't quite as anxious about the whole situation here. In a weird way, I kind of think that some of the waves that I normally consider pretty difficult are actually going to be pretty easy. Where's my tier here? There it is. Like, I don't think any of the horsemen are going to be that bad. The scythes should die as soon as they spawn. Please tell me that some of these guys die at some point in the near future. It might be nice for me to be freed from this mortal coil as Blue Baby here. But, oh man, that was terrible damage. How do I feel about this run overall? I think I've got a very, very good chance of keeping the streak alive. Mind you, I do... Is this bloat? I don't think so. Oh my god, that must have been the husk, or sorry, the hollow, because they touched the red poops and died like instantly. I think I've got a very good chance, but I do think that I've made a mistake coming to the boss rush room. It's not pride. Everyone thinks I do this shit for pride. Oh, look at this guy bragging by going to boss rush. I actually only did it because I thought it would be a good synergy, not because I thought it would be good. Quite the opposite. Well, not because I thought it would be bad, obviously. But, again, with Holy Mantle, we suffer the most on the biggest rooms. The rooms that take the longest to kill. And this is definitely the room that takes the longest to kill. This is harder than any of the late game boss fights when it comes to just like being a war of attrition. So I'm not too nervous overall. I'm sure we'll get a lot of HP back. What did you get? Did you get by the spikes? Now we're on the final waves here. Again, Pestilence and Famine should not be a problem considering that their main weapons are, well, Famine can crash into us, but mostly we're looking at bullets here. At least when you enter the final phase. Don't rush me, dog. There we go. So I think we're really going to see like the true power of this combination shortly. I should really... Oh, you know what? The scythes... Yeah, that hurts. The scythes are not going to get neutered right away. And I'm starting to get a little anxious about our HP, but the scythes aren't going to be neutered right away because they don't spawn out of Death's body. Now, what's next? The weird Headless Horseman, and you're going to crash into those poops, dog. Yeah, the weird Headless Horseman parts, and then also the Fallen. Not a huge issue. I can't see myself taking too much more damage. Thank you, Brother Bobby, for at least slowing him down. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, at the very least, you know, I'm trying to keep it exciting here. Can I... Oh my god, can I even get like a small shot speed upgrade so I don't find myself in this fucking nightmare? Have I completely screwed myself? Did I just walk on the spikes there? Oh my god. That's alright, we have Holy Mantle. You just didn't see the effects of Holy Mantle on this room. We're gonna be fine, especially considering the items that we can get right here. The Rosary. That's actually a shockingly important upgrade for us at this point. I would say that's the second time that our run has been... helped a lot. I hesitate to say saved. Now remember, we're going down to the chest this time. So save keys and get ready to go up into the light. Curse of the Maze doesn't really bother me at this point. Okay, Holy Mantle's already gone. This is... I know I'm you know, clicking clacking on the keys right now, but what can I say? I got a little bit of Stevie Wonder going on right now. I'm playing my heart out here. There's not, every time someone mentions Stevie Wonder, they're usually cracking like a joke about the fact that he's blind. That's fucked up, man. I'm just appreciating him as a musician. But also, you know, there's a great Stevie Wonder song that embodies our situation right now. Uptight, everything is alright. Boo, out of sight. Hopefully not out of sight. I want it to be firmly in sight. That wasn't a blind joke either, you goddamn assholes. It's the actual lyrics to the song. Now there's creep here, remember this. Stay away from that. We're also going to stay away from our curse room. We have not had any guppy delusions happening here. The Emperor. That seems very good, but it also seems like we'd be better served using that on either the chest or the cathedral. What are my dreams for this floor? We've already had a squeezy pickup. So I don't really care what I get from the boss, but I wouldn't mind getting something. Okay, obviously, like, it should go without saying. I don't want Are You a Wizard, but it should go without saying that if we get magic mushroom or something, I'll be like, dope, magic mushroom. But within the spectrum of, you know, slightly more realistic things, more likely things, what about just another shot speed upgrade? A shot speed or a tears upgrade or a damage upgrade of some sort. Anything that makes our Ludovico Technier itself, our Ludovico Technier? Is that what I just said? Our Ludovico Technique tier better. Anything that makes that better is cool by me. If it does more damage per tick, if it does more ticks per second, or if I can actually, with more regularity, pilot it towards the enemy without having to wait 2 seconds in between, that's good. And some people are going to take that as like, oh, you shouldn't have picked up Ludovico Technique. I still very much disagree. I think Ludovico Technique is a good item. It's an item that is somewhat dictated by personal preference. You know, some people might not like using it, but I don't think it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. Against many enemies, it's actually very, very good. And I stand by this like shielded tier synergy as being a smart choice. Maybe not a smart choice for the amount of HP I lost getting it, but a smart choice for the effects of it nonetheless. I'm confident though that, you know, we'll be able to generate spirit hearts from this if we want to. If we don't take damage in the process. Like, this room is going to be annoying, but we should be able to generate some good stuff here. Ludovico Fistula seems alright. You know, we can always just keep a tier directly in front of us or something like that if we're worried about silkworms, but our damage is strong enough. The other thing that would be awesome on this floor is a 3-hard deal with the devil for something awesome, basically. I mean, that's probably goes without saying, but at the same time, I wish I really did not get hit there. At the same time, you know, if you ask me for what's the, like, ideal outcome, I'm going to give you the ideal outcome. It has been a little while since I've had Mom's Knife, maybe not within the context of the Binding of Isaac series, but within the context of my life. I haven't had Mom's Knife in like a week, man. Sign me up. Should be Chubb last. Chubb's not a problem. Our speed isn't necessarily, you know, going to win us the Belmont Stakes or anything like that. See, a normal person would have gone for the Kentucky Derby there. That's why you stick around. I'm going to give you the deepest horse racing related cuts on YouTube. Promised. That's not true. I guarantee there's like a horse racing specific YouTube channel, probably several, that are very passionate and good at what they do. And it's very offensive for me to say, hey, I'm just going to, by making one joke about your hobby, I'm going to become a preeminent source on it. That's a dickish thing to do. I apologize if you're a fan of horse racing that got offended by my treatment of your sport. I don't personally watch it, but you know, I'll defend to the death your right to enjoy it. Maybe. I don't know. There might be some ethical issues in horse racing. I try not to concern myself with stuff like that as much as possible because ethical issues complicate life. This is reminding me of that like Simpsons quote where like Lisa plays with a Malibu Stacy doll in the store and she pulls the string and it's like, math is hard. That's what I feel like right now. Ethical issues complicate life, so I just choose to ignore them. That's a very ignorant sentiment. Don't listen to me. Do as I say, not as I do. Could have just walked over that. Okay. Well, I don't really care if we kill the champions first. Just like to simplify the room a little bit. Now, the champion, I believe, is one that will explode into bullets when he's dead. Yes, but we have shielded tears. That didn't end up affecting us. Well, if we, well, if nothing else, we gave ourselves the best chance possible to get a deal with the devil. So if we don't get one, it's a random chance thing from the penalty that we had on the last floor for getting a deal with the devil. We do have this Emperor card, maybe not for the next floor, but soon after. Rules card, it's just not very good, I think. Okay. Blast Assist. Now, remember, not on this floor, but on the next floor, we're very much going to be on the lookout for the Cathedral play. We're not going to Shoal, we're going to the Cathedral. This is what I worry about, is like, when I go to the chest, I know I'm going in the right direction. Every time. When I go to, when I mix it up, I could easily make a mistake and end up not completing the entire game. Although the streak would still continue, I guess. Okay, we got, I thought we already had Squeezy. That was last run, I guess. Squeezy's like the ideal item for us here. Gives us the Tears upgrade plus Spirit Hearts that we could use. Necronomicon is not. That's not what I was looking for, but that's okay. I don't need that money. Another semi-long run, because we're not doing that much damage. And if we're going to use the Emperor card, it shouldn't be here. It should be on Curse of the Blind. We can't see our items. If you're going to get Curse of the Blind, this is the floor to do it on. We probably will get 0 items. But anyway. My hope... we'll see. That's probably not worth it. I was going to say, like, I'll use the Emperor on the Cathedral. That was, like, the textbook play in vanilla meta for me. Just throw a bomb down, maybe. Yeah, handle it a little bit better. I'd rather use a bomb. We've used, like, none of them offensively. Let's see what we got in here. Nothing to think about at all. Lovely. I mean that, by the way. I'm glad I didn't have to think about whether or not I want to reroll my whole run. But, yeah, not surprised that we took damage there. I used to always use the Emperor on the Cathedral, because I was, like, getting through the Cathedrals hard, and you're usually better on the chest. Like, you're better equipped to fight the enemies on the chest because you get 4 chests in the process. Ludovico's pretty good at fighting these guys. I don't know if I still buy that because I think the chest is a lot harder than the Cathedral now, largely because of the big rooms. So it can be really, really nice to just skip over the chest and fight the Cathedral, which is still tough, but probably not as tough. I've been looking for Tinted Rocks, by the way. I haven't been mentioning it explicitly, but every time we end up... Oh, there's one right behind this dingle here. I've probably missed a couple. I often do, if not always, but I'm gonna be doing my damnedest to pick up these Tinted Rocks, because every Tinted Rock could actually, like, make the difference between life and death. We're in a good spot, but we're not in a good enough spot to not be, you know, taking everything in our power to win. That helps out an enormous deal. Yeah, jump right into it. I appreciate it. I think we'll win this one, and that's an encouraging thought. I appreciate that. We can't get over there. There's our boss fight. So, I think the best play for us... This is fine. I think the best play for us is we use the Devil card against Mom's Heart, and then we go up. Because we can't take the Devil card with us anyway. So we'll throw that down. Good. Good, good. Okay, now this should become a very easy fight because of the fact that we have Shielded Tears and Ludovico. So we'll just keep this in the middle here. The Brimstone Laser won't get blocked, but everything else is getting screwed here, which I love. And apparently Mom's Heart is not even concerned about the fact that there's still, like, one of her enemies alive here. So we'll try to take care of that at the same time. Considering we have Holy Mantle in this situation, I don't really see anything going wrong here, short of this Brimstone shot, but our speed is okay. Easy enough. We gotta deal with the Devil. That may or may not mean anything with relation to this Devil card. And I think I'm going to do things the new-fashioned way, because the chest is so much harder. Let's make our way through the Cathedral, find Isaac, beat Isaac, pick up our 4 items, then go on to the boss fight. If I had Mom's Key, this might change. I don't see it. Oh, I do see a Tinted Rock. If I had Mom's Key, this might change, because I would expect to get more items from the chest, because we'd be spawning a lot more golden chests, or even just regular chests, and when we open them up, they would have a 100% chance to pay out with an item. So we might want to spend more time on the chest. That might be valuable for us, but we don't have Mom's Key, so I'm not sweating it at all. We're in kind of a nice position. We could choose to go to our curse room on this floor if we wanted to. I'm going to choose not to do that because it's slightly complicated. It's not complicated, but it slightly complicates things. You know, I go by the words of hometown sweetheart Avril Lavigne. Why you gotta make these things so complicated? It seems the way you're acting like you're somebody else has me frustrated. But life's like this, yo. You fall and you crawl and you take and you break what you get. I got those lyrics mixed up. And you turn it into, promise me that honestly I'm never gonna find you faking. No, no, no. It's words to live by as far as I'm concerned. That song is like, that was Kate and my first dance. It signifies, you know, my approach to conflict resolution, many other important issues in life. Chill out, what you yelling for? Lay back, it's all been done before, you know? I forget the rest. What is it? I like you the way you are when you're driving in your car. It's like, that's the perfect, like, high school lyric. I've been there, man. Man, isn't driving in a car fun? As an adult, I'm like, oh, fuck. Not even the thrill of being in a metal, you know, 1.5 ton can traveling at ungodly speeds down a wonderful creation of mankind's own desire could excite me anymore. I'm so jaded. That's an Aerosmith song. I've been my artist confused. Jaded is another song I don't understand at all. Hey, it's from the Aerosmith period that nobody likes to talk about. Jaded. You got your mama's smile, but you're Destiny's Child to me. What does that mean? Is this song actually written for Beyonce Knowles? I know that Destiny's Child, like, it's not necessarily an original name. They were like, it was an idiom or something like that before. But what does that mean? Are you singing to the song? Are you singing the song to your daughter? Oh, come on. Or are you singing the song to a daughter you'd like to fornicate with, a DILF, if you will, served with a DILF spear? It's a fur burger served with a... I can't continue with that. I apologize. That was not a good way to take damage there. I swear to God, if this MFer pushes me... Well, MFer, we should be talking about Steven Tyler then. But if he pushes me out of the room again, I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to be perturbed. Yeah, okay, I like this. Sloth shoots a bomb and explodes in his face. Doesn't really do any damage to him, but it also doesn't do any damage to me, which makes my life easier. If you could just stay the hell away, that would be great. Oh, Bob's Rotten Head. That's is still pretty bad, all things considered, I guess. I wanted to use it, but also get the charge on deck of cards. It's kind of a silly decision. Where's my boss fight, though? Unless we get a Jera rune, I'm not going to need this extra key, so... Cool, never mind. We even got more keys in the process. It's another, like, pretty long run here, all things considered. But I'm very happy that it's looking real likely that the streak is going to continue. Every episode, it might seem like some of them are guaranteed, but every episode's a bit of a crapshoot, you know? You never know when you're going to get the wrong combination. And, you know, this one's... If there's anything worse than losing the streak, it would have been losing the streak like it looked like we were going to lose it early on the first floor. It's not... I wouldn't say it's as embarrassing, necessarily. Just kind of, you know... People would look down on it a little bit, myself included. Now, normally I'd be using a bomb to speed this up, especially with Mr. Mega, but with Ludovico Technique, we can just kind of hang out as far away as we want to. The Empress. Well, the Empress makes... Wow, these guys are quick. Makes a lot of sense to use the Empress against Isaac. We'll even have a speed upgrade. And maybe even a shot speed upgrade? I'm not totally sure, though. Just don't forget the Emperor card. It's like our ace in the hole right now. Now, with Holy Mantle, it's a little bit risky, but whenever there's not much bullshit in the way, I would love to get some orbital damage done. Mind you, we already botched it, so... You know, maybe... You know, take my advice with a grain of salt, as always. So I think the best thing to do is actually, yeah, take care of these red flies as soon as possible, and then... If we can get him to just jump around, maybe even jump up and get down if we're lucky. I think we're going to be totally fine. Good bombs, good damage. Pop the Empress card. Shielded Tears are going to make it pretty difficult for me to get hit right here. All we really need to watch out for are the beams of light from heaven. And now who's laughing that I almost died in that boss rush room picking up shielded tears? This is making this fight a walk in the park. Mind you, it is a little bit harrowing that even in the event of us using this Empress card, pretty much dealing no real damage here. Wonder if I, yeah, get them both at the same time there. Whenever they make the mistake of getting too close, we'll just deviate very slightly. Alright, here we go. Don't want to be in this corner. I don't even want to fall asleep because I'd miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing. Sounds like a song about drug addiction. You know, I'm in love with my wife. We both sleep, though. And, you know, a lot of the time, I really want to. I never quite understood, you know, I get that it's romantic, you know, he doesn't want to fall asleep because Liv Tyler might die on the asteroid tomorrow, or the opposite, you know. It's easier to teach, you know, drillers how to be astronauts than it is to teach astronauts how to drill, totally. Turns out that, like, flying to space is actually, like, pretty easy. Who knew? Neil Armstrong knew. Anyway, if you could just get away. Oh, I actually did take a little damage there in the process. It's being a little bit of a laborious fight. My real hope is that we end up with a chest assortment of items that allows me to do a little bit more damage, because I don't think we're going to lose. Like, considering we have permanent Polaroid invincibility, Holy Mantle, I don't see us losing, but I could see us taking an awful long time to kind of make it happen, you know? That's what I'm more concerned about, is just taking forever. But you don't have the left hand, so we don't have to worry about that, even though I panic every time now. Crystal Ball. Attack Fly. Anemia. Okay, Crystal Ball. This is not very good, by the way, in case you were wondering. Forever Alone is good. Anemia. Anemic. It's okay. Does Thunder Thighs... Sorry. Does Thunder Thighs give us a damage upgrade? It gives us HP up, speed down, and, like, the ability to crush things. Yes. So that speed down sucks. But let's walk into this next room and just see if there's anything we want to fight. Do I want to fight these guys? No. So we'll just go on. What's great about this is the Attack Fly. That's by far the best item we got here, because as you can see, during the opening phases here, we're pretty much just going to be able to do like a weird little slow circle around Blue Baby. And in doing so, this will up our damage, but the rest of the items were largely, perhaps even fully, worthless. But we can probably just get right in there if we want to. Yeah, especially with permanent Polaroid invincibility. You know, get those orbitals working, drop in a Mr. Mega. There's an eclectic cast that made this run work. It wasn't necessarily a difficult run, but there were times when good luck probably saved us, honestly. And here we are. We won. That was much faster than the fight against Isaac. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And, oh, I should check on something. First off, streak's up to 15. And then we're at 171 secrets, 337 items, making progress. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.